when you want to. Okay, hold on one second. Let me mute the lines. Set the recording. All right, welcome everybody to ARIIX Live. It is Tuesday, December 1st. Can you believe it? December 1st, that's crazy. I'm going to start the slideshow. That always takes a couple of minutes to get going here. All right, my name is Rick Redford. I am the area director for North America and happy to be your host as I always am on Tuesday afternoon, 5 o'clock p.m. Mountain Time on Tuesday. And this is one of my favorite things to do. I think you all know that. I love these calls. I love the opportunities that it provides for us. And I have my guest with me as always, but he's hesitant to come and sit next to me because I'm getting so much attention today.
I don't have his haircut to compete with, so
Yeah, well,
Mr. Buzzcut's over here.
I know, right?
How's it going, everybody?
See Dan Colley. And Brent, I unmuted you. So this month's loyalty shopping is Omega Q. If you do not have or have not tried the Omega Q product, it is a great product, one of my favorites, and it is rarely on loyalty shopping. So if you have a chance to, you want to get this. We are going to have some specials coming up later this month. If you want to start the new year off with a weight loss program, we're going to have an 8-week challenge. And coming on the 12th of December, there's going to be packs, there's going to be options. We're going to be introducing for a limited time on loyalty shopping some products from the Noni side of the business that help with intermittent fasting, if that's a program you want to do, or if you want to do the Slender Ice program. What's that, Brent?
You need that, dude. You got a few extra pounds in addition to that new haircut. I can see it in your like sort of chubby cheeks there.
Actually, I'm 6 pounds down, but thanks for noticing. All right, so we'll, I haven't seen you for a while. All right, next up, we're in the middle of an enrollment promotion. Free enrollment through the end of the year. We have now extended it by popular demand through the end of December. And this is an enrollment promotion that's happening right now. If you enroll one person, you get 1 entry. You enroll 2, you get 4 entries. You enroll 3, you get 6. So you get the picture. And we'll do a drawing at the end, and that winner will win either airfare or hotel, whichever's greater, for the February event that's going to take place here. It's called Discover NewAge. It'll take place in February, probably the 22nd. There'll be more information on next week's call. And the most enrollment volume over this period of time through the end of December will be given 500 new Bev shares, which they just keep going up every day. So
it's a hot stock right now.
It's a hot stock right now,
for sure.
Definitely. I'm sure Brent will have something to say about that when he comes on a little bit later. I was leaving you some time if you wanted to jump in right now, but you can see that when you come in later, that's fine. We also have a day of service, global day of service. And we're actually doing ours tomorrow here in the office. We're doing a blood drive. Did you set your appointment?
Oh, I haven't. I will be filling my appointment in tomorrow then, for sure. I'm an avid blood donor.
Well, I don't know if I believe you since you haven't got an appointment set up.
I'm donating 5 pints. who else is going to match me with that? Who can beat 5 pints? Wait.
Well,
something like that.
Yeah, so I'm set up for 2:15. And I'll be doing that tomorrow. Hopefully we'll have our shirts so we can take a picture of all of us doing it. And if you have an opportunity, please, and I've said this in the last few weeks, find an opportunity to go out of your own comfort zone and give back. It could be just 2 of you together. It could be solo. Do something unique, something different. Do it with a t-shirt on so you can take a picture, a video, and send it to us of you giving service in your community, in your family, in your neighborhood, whatever means the most to you. This is not about just signing a check. This is about giving your time and doing something that's going to benefit people without any benefit to you other than just the emotional blessings for doing that.
Right.
Yeah, perfect. So utilize that and be sure to take a video because we'll do a whole collage and show it of all of you participating. Also the virtual GoPro, if you don't have your tickets now, it's getting late in the game, December 11th and 12th, or is it 12th and 13th?
11th and 12th.
It says right there,
Yeah,
11th and 12th. I was going to look at my calendar. December, and you can use AOR points if you want to for those tickets. And it will be a great event. And I believe there will be some prizes given during that event. So if you're participating, don't be shocked If there's not some RX and NewAge giveaways, just don't be shocked. Okay.
Love it.
I love it too. So now you're on the spot. This is our time so everybody who I can see on camera, I want clapping. This is our first title, the team lead, step one in your journey with RX. I love this. It's a great, it's the first step. So we need to give it a lot of energy. Anna Schoen from Minnesota.
Rhonda from Texas.
Jennifer Rowland from Texas.
Jeffrey Milam from Tennessee.
Memory Singh from Washington.
Chantel Pelletier from Quebec.
Mike Walters from Alberta.
Francais Bolduc from Quebec.
Daniel Debien from Quebec.
And Mitra Hadizadeh. Hadizadeh?
Sure.
From British Columbia.
All right, let's hear it for our new team leads. Way to
I
go.
gotta warm up here. I got to warm up my Canadian tongue for a second.
Yeah, you got to warm up.
Holy cow.
There you go. New senior team leads this week. We have Sean Doherty from Florida.
Arica Galan from Oregon.
Portia Alston from California.
Neil W. Parker, Texas.
Alice Bro from Arizona.
Vivienne Tietzel from Colorado.
Richard LaFond from New Hampshire.
Sherry Fair from Tennessee.
Kylie Carter from Alabama.
Aaron Barton, also from Alabama.
And Zora Pescio from Washington.
And from Canada, we have Jeff Langford from British Columbia.
Christina Harris from British Columbia.
Nicoletta Florea from Quebec.
Jamie Coate from British Columbia.
Marceline Moore from British Columbia.
And Dick Shan La from British Columbia. Let's hear it. New senior team leads.
Guys.
Perfect.
Team
Awesome.
leads.
Thank you for clapping, all of you. That's awesome. Kelly's new. She was new last week. Way to go, Kelly. Way to applaud.
Way to get in there,
Appreciate that. Way to go. New supervisors. Amanda Huilar from Wisconsin.
Daniela Guadarrama from California.
Xinwan Wang from New York.
Magdalena Mingao from California.
Twyla Auberg from Iowa.
Francisco and Ana Barrera Grajeda from California.
I like that. Mark Kidman from Massachusetts.
And Mr. Dell Williams from Utah.
Dell Williams. Way to go, Dell. Gene Thompson from Alberta.
John Atkinson, British Columbia.
Carolyn Lister from Alberta.
Malone Parker from Ontario.
And Julie Ficteau from Quebec.
All right, congratulations, new supervisors.
New supervisors, congratulations. New senior supervisors. Susan Horn from Utah, way to go.
All right, Janice Gordon from South Carolina.
Jackie Stinnett from Arkansas.
Grady Westmoreland from Alabama.
Susan Walker from Alabama.
Edgar O. Valencia from California.
Annie Dion from Quebec.
And Marie-Claude M.T. Tremblay from Quebec.
New senior supervisors. Congratulations. And new managers today. Frank McDaniel, way to go. Mac from Colorado. Well done.
Well done. Amanda Wink from Texas.
Annie Letourneau from Quebec.
And Jing Huang from British Columbia.
New managers.
How do you guys? Way to go.
Awesome. And those are our title advancements from last week. So let's hear it for all of them one more time.
Congratulations, you guys.
Way to go, guys.
What's that, Brent?
Awesome.
Cool.
Love it.
Also, I want to wish my good friend Charlie a happy belated birthday from yesterday. We were on the RX Success call, and I didn't get a chance before we ended the call. So, Charlie, I see on there, it's Kelly and Kellner. Happy 80th birthday, my friend. That's amazing.
Wow.
And they've been apart for like 2 weeks or so. So to see you together just warms my heart.
You're not going to sing to him? I'm just kidding.
Not today.
I'm dying to get Rick to sing on one of these calls. So.
Oh, it doesn't take me too much.
Congratulations, everybody. Thank you.
So we have a transformation story today that if you were in the Destin event, you heard LeRoy give his story. It is one of the most moving transformation stories. It is an incredible story, a health story, as well as a financial health story. I'm going to share a couple of photos first, LeRoy, and then we'll turn the time to you. So LeRoy is a director. It's a beautiful picture, but I'm going to show you a couple of other pictures that one day after his heart transplant, they put a chest tube He's going to tell you all about this, but I'm going to show you the pictures first. Then he's going to describe this. So I'm going to come back to the pictures in a minute. But LeRoy, please welcome LeRoy Peralta.
Hey, Rick, thank you. Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. I really appreciate you having me. I tell you what, you caught me by surprise today. But
Yeah.
like anything else, I'm always willing to step up and try to knock the ball out the park, so to speak.
Yes, you
again,
are.
guys, my name is LeRoy Peralta. I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana, which is AKA better known as New Orleans, but we don't say that down here. I'm 51 years old. And like Rick said, I got to share my testimony down in Destin. And if you weren't there, you're going to get to hear it today. And I'm just so excited and so thankful. But, you know, when I closed that meeting in Destin, let me show you this. Can everybody see that?
Oh, yeah.
Can you see that, Rick?
Yeah, for sure.
This right here, it's 100. That's 130 bottles of medication that I took in 1 year. 130 bottles, empty bottles, right? And the reason why I'm showing you this is not to impress you, but to impress upon you how important your health is, right? We take this life, this precious life, we take it for granted. We think we're gonna live forever, right? That's not the case. If you would have told me that at the age of 44, I was gonna have my first heart attack, I would have laughed in your face, right? At 21, I decided to become a New Orleans police officer. I served my great city for 12 years. I used to exercise. I was part of the mounted division for 7 of those 12 years. So if you ever been down to Bourbon Street and you seen a police officer on a horse, you probably saw me. But and hopefully I didn't arrest you. But I'm here tonight to share with you the importance of how critical and how crucial it is for you to take care of your life. You know, it's one light switch away. And like I just told you, I had my first heart attack on July 29, 2014. A couple weeks later, on September 1st, I turned 45. 11 days after my 45th birthday, I had my second heart attack. Fast forward to February 26, 2015, I had my third and final heart attack. And after that, they wound up putting a defibrillator in me because my ejection fraction, my EF, was less than 20%. That simply means, for all you medical people out there, you know what I'm talking about, that every time your heart squeezes, my heart was only squeezing 20%. That's it. And I remember my coach, my mentor, my friend, Tammy calling me after I went home after my third heart attack, and I was on 7 medications, right? I felt fatigue. I had no energy, none of that stuff, right? And I was losing my voice. And she put me on hold and put me on a 3-way call with Todd Rowland. The picture that Rick was showing there, that was my first time meeting Todd Rowland. My daughter was only 6 weeks old. As you saw in the introduction, now my daughter is 8 years old. So you truly get to meet people here that will help you. And I am so blessed because besides my faith in God, you know, Tammy called Todd, and Todd turned and says, LeRoy, you need to be taking this. You need to be taking MOA. And I'm like, what is MOA? He goes, it's 34. Back then, this is the old bottle. And I kept this because this is so dear to me. Like, I will never get rid of this bottle. This bottle is going to go with me. But this is the way it was packaged before. And I remember Todd was just telling me the benefits and how it would help me and so forth. Make a long story short, I ordered it. And back then, you used to take a shot. You used to shake this bottle up, pop it open, use the cap, and that was your one shot. Well, I was taking 2 shots in the morning, 2 shots at night. And I remember like yesterday calling Tammy up after 3 days and say, Tammy, I don't know what's in this stuff, what superfoods, where they come from, but this thing is awesome, right? And then she goes, LeRoy, the most incredible part is that you don't sound like a woman anymore. You have your voice. And that's when it really hit me how powerful this really was. Well, fast forward to August of 2015, my EF had gone from less than 20% down to 9%. And by November of 2015, I was given less than 3 months to live. I went into the hospital on December 25th, 2015, and I had my heart transplant on January 20th, 2016. And let me tell you something, you know, it's because of this product, okay? This product right here. Now, I must say, I usually, when I begin my testimony, I always like to have everybody raise their hand and repeat after me, saying NewAge RX products do not diagnose, treat, cure any illness or disease, right? I needed to throw that in because I forgot to do it in the very beginning. But it's the truth, man. You know, and then they switched, they added 2 more ingredients and they switched to this. This right here is like, man, you know, I'm addicted to this stuff. And I tell you, that's what made the difference. In 8 months post heart transplant, I was already at my 1 year mark. You see, because of the anti-rejection medications, like I told you, you saw the medication bottles, I was on 17 prescriptions, 17. Here's my medical cards with all the lists of all the medications that I was on and how they went from being completely full to they start taking me off. And they couldn't understand what was happening, to the point that they wanted to start running DNA tests on me. Now, obviously, when I told them that I was taking more, they throw that to the side. But this is the reason why I'm here. I'm here because of friendships like Tammy Crumwoody, Todd Rowland, who took the time to explain to me the benefits. And the reason why I'm here and I'm so passionate, I love to help people, right? And it's our duty. Once you join NewAge RX, it's like you swearing like a police officer. It's your duty to protect. It's your duty to serve. It's your duty to help, right? That's what you're doing when you joined us. That's exactly your mentality. Who can you go share this with? Who can you go help, right? That's what you're here to do, right? And I beg you, people are in quiet desperation. We heard it in the Destin trip, right? In the Destin event, you heard so many testimonies, and you heard people saying that they will go to bed crying, right? The one that I remember was this person was hugging their pillow with their Bible underneath it, right? Praying to God, asking God to help them, to send something. And you have that right here, NewAge RX. I can tell you this right now, I've never been more excited. The sky, the universe is the limit. When I hear Rick Redford, he got up there in his vision, and it's because of the leadership. Now, you know, hopefully one day I'll get to meet Brent, and I'm excited for that. But to hear that we're going to be a $2.5 billion company, you see, I want a piece of that pie. You see that pie? I don't know how big of a pie you want, how big of a slice of the pie you want. I know what I want, because I have an 8-year-old little girl that, God willing, with the products that I'm taking, I will get to see walk across the stage to get her high school diploma, across stage when she graduates from college. And the one that I'm looking forward to is walking her down the aisle. I hope I've inspired you. I didn't mean to scare anybody, but you know, don't take your life for granted. Get out there, share it. You have the capability to change someone's life, okay, to give them life. So many people are out there begging you, waiting for you. So get out, get after it, get out there, go share. God bless. Thank you, Rick.
LeRoy, you're the man. Thank you for being on tonight. And man, I can't listen to that story without tearing up. It is so inspiring. And I think all of us, when we start thinking about our own mortality and when you present it the way you do, it's just so powerful. So thank you, my friend.
Well, I appreciate you. Thank you, Rick.
You got it. And I know Brent's looking forward to meeting you in person as well, for sure. Well, there's only one person that I would dare ask to follow LeRoy on a call, And that's one of my favorite people. I got a chance to get to know her about a year and a half ago. Well, has it been a year? It's been over 2 years. It's been over a year now. As we started talking with Limu and the leaders, and she's one of what I call the pick six, which are the top 6 leaders in Limu. Incredible leader, but also just a wonderful human being. So please welcome Tammy Maltby Melchizedek.
Hi, Rick. Oh my goodness. That story was, I've heard it 2 times. And this time it was even more intense and more beautiful than the first time I heard it. So LeRoy, thank you so much for sharing your story with all of us. I videotaped it because I didn't get to videotape it at the event. So I was hoping I could videotape it. So thank you so much and God bless you. And I do believe that you will walk your daughter down that aisle. I do believe. So anyway, good to see everybody tonight. Such an honor to be here. And LeRoy, it's true. You are a very hard act to follow. And that's a beautiful, wonderful thing. There's so much going on, Rick. There's so much wonderful going on. And is there anything specific you want me to talk about tonight?
Well, I know you've got a lot going on outside of the U.S., and that's much to my dismay because I don't get paid bonuses on that volume outside of the U.S., but it speaks to the global opportunity that we have, and it started with one person. So maybe share a little bit about that, and then why you're excited. I mean, I know you're excited about a lot of things, but why you're most excited and why you're most fully engaged today.
And Tammy, could I just ask too? I mean, given Rick's haircut that we're all judging here, he needs to upgrade and go to like a nicer salon. So he needs a better bonus, clearly, in the United States with that kind of haircut. LeRoy, I don't think has the problem. He's pretty clean, but Rick, we got to get Rick a bonus because he's got.
I agree. Rick needs a bonus. I agree. Oh my goodness, it's so awesome. Well, there's so many. Let me just back up for a little bit and talk about the Florida event because I just don't even think there's been enough said about it. It was the most tremendous event I think I've ever been to. It was incredible. The teaching was incredible. The encouragement, the stories, and the takeaways, the mastermind. On Thursday, there was a mastermind offered to people that were bringing in about $1,000 a week. You got to come. Todd got this beautiful beach house. I don't know how many people, a lot of people were there. We just brainstormed all day long. What are you doing? What are you doing? What's working? What's not? How can we help each other? And it was brilliant. It was so brilliant. So thank you, Todd Rowland and Brent Palmer, for all your effort in doing that. And I came out of there, I felt like my face was up against a fire hydrant and it was just coming at us like this. And so it's a beautiful, amazing time to be part of NewAge ARIIX. And I've just seen tremendous growth. I have, the growth that we are seeing right now is, it's just mind-boggling. And this is one of the things that I loved about NewAge ARIIX. And we didn't even know at the time how global this company was going to become. But what you have in your hand right now is this amazing opportunity to, yes, build in your own backyard. In fact, I tell people to do that every single day. Build in your own backyard. You don't have to get on planes. You don't have to pay, your market is I would say your vibe attracts your tribe. So, go around, share your vibe, share your goodness, share your encouragement with those in your neighborhood, in your community, in your churches. Share the good news. Boy, we just heard good news tonight, and that is truly good news with the people that are still waiting to hear. So start with your community and work out. But with that said, we now have an opportunity to build our businesses and to go to our team players and to say, who do you know maybe in this place? And who do you know maybe in Canada? Who do you know in Mexico? Who do you know? How can we link arms and build with one another? So one of the things I talked about at the our event in Destin was basically how to reach out to those markets, how to go to Canada, how to ask people in your sphere of influence, your warm market, do you know anybody in Canada? Do you know anybody in Mexico? And then you go to your next level, which is your team. Get your team on a Zoom. Do something very practical. Get them on a Zoom and say, listen, we're going to brainstorm. We're going to do our own little mastermind here. And we're going to talk about who do you know in Mexico? Who do you know in Canada? Who do you know in really any other part of the world? Because we're in so many markets around the world. And then start brainstorming, reaching out to people. If you get a lead, send them a note. Listen, Susan Smith told me that you were a highly motivated person that loved the health and wellness industry and you were looking for a great opportunity. I'm wondering if I send you a video, would you take a look at it? And then send the video out and set a time to connect with that person after they watch that video. And that was a video that Todd Rowland did that they showed us at the event. It was absolutely phenomenal. No flash. No, it was like so believable. So just like I felt like Todd was sitting down just chatting with me. And that is my vibe. That's who I am. That's how I love to lead my team and the people that I'm working with. So then you're going to follow up and you're going to get them on Zooms. And one of the things, because of what we're dealing with, the pandemic around the world, listen, we have the most amazing opportunity timing wise. We have people that are looking for better health. We have people that are looking for MOA products. We have people that are looking for a way to make money from their phone. We have everything inside this business. And we have one of the most life-giving communities. That's the other thing. We lead with love. We lead with love. We lead with transparency. We lead with humility. Todd Rowland said something, gosh, he's such a fantastic teacher. I learned so much from him. But he was talking about, he said, the people in this business that he has seen over the years do very well and be able to really create generational wealth. He said they're people that have lost it once completely. They've lost everything financially, and they may have lost their health. They may have lost the opportunities that once were afforded to them. And they found this opportunity and they jumped in with both feet and heart. And they started to run and run and run and run, because what they saw was, one, they run with humility this time instead of maybe so much about ourselves. Once we walked through some brokenness, and some of you know my story, some of you don't, but I'll just say 30 seconds, my husband and I, he's a retired lieutenant colonel, taught at the Air Force Academy for 9 years. He was in real estate. We had all of our investments in real estate. And we hit the crash of 2008. And if anyone remembers the crash of 2008, it was not a good time to have all your investments in land. And so after years and years of working hard, we lost everything except for one investment. And that's why we kept our home. But it was one thing to recreate your life. So tonight, if you are here and it's 2020 and it has hit you, it's hit your family, it's hit your neighborhood, it's hit your children. I have lived it. I have moved out of a big, beautiful house into a teeny little rental house that we thought we'd be in for 6 months, and we were there 3.5 years. And quite transparently, we were up against a really rough deal. We had a huge bill to pay that was due to one of my businesses that we lost. And that was the day I made the decision, and I said it to my husband, we have got to sell my wedding ring. It was the only thing of value we had left. And that was a rough day. That was a rough thing. My husband, he cried. I cried. I felt like I had failed my kids. I had failed myself. I couldn't believe what had happened to our lives. And maybe tonight, that's where you are. There is hope. We have hope, trust, and a plan. And someone shared this opportunity with me, and I jumped in, and Within 2 years, we were the fastest growing team in the world for our company. We were able to pay off all of our debt. And just to give you a sweet little romantic story here, at that 22-month period of time when we had hit 500K as a team, my husband said, get in the car. And I said, okay. And I got in the car and we went and bought my wedding ring back. I'm telling you, it's not about the ring. I love my ring. It's not about that. It is about restoration. It's about hope. So I share that transparently because yes, we've had great success and we have made very good income in this business, but I lead with love. I lead knowing that many of you out there tonight are wondering how you're going to make your ends meet. You're wondering, will this work? I'm telling you, it will work. If you work the plan, it will work for you. And you can create a legacy business and be transformational, not just informational. This is a transformational business. And I believe, just like I believe for you, LeRoy, I believe that if you work it and you link arms with people around you, you can have the desires of your heart and build that legacy business inside of NewAge RX. Thank you, Rick, so much for having me tonight.
Tammy, thank you. We love you and your story's so inspirational. Thank you for being with us tonight. And with that, I could only think of one person who I would have dared ask to follow LeRoy and Tammy, and it just happens to be my boss's boss. And I agree on most everything Brent says, but I agree emphatically with what he just said a few minutes ago. Get me a bigger bonus. So with that, please welcome CEO of ARIIX NewAge and anybody else that wants to join our team, Brent Willis. Hey, Brent.
Hey, Rick. How you doing, brother?
Doing great. Thank you. And thanks for being with us tonight.
Yeah, thank you, Tammy, for sharing that story. You made me cry. And you know how much I love you. I don't know if you guys know, but part of the reason we created the company in the very first place was some wrongs and injustices that I wanted to fix. And I've always only been pissed off with two things in my life. And I think part of it comes from the West Point background and stuff. One is when anybody questions my intent or integrity or something like that, or desire to do the right thing. And the second thing is when there is an injustice to somebody that can't defend themselves. And take your situation, in 2008 with the housing crises and those kinds of things. It was because of all the subprime mortgages and all these bad actors with Bank of America and all those big banks and stuff. And we got hurt by that. I know I got hurt in a huge, huge way from that whole situation. And people don't know this. And sometimes it's hard for me because I'm just not used to it, because as a corporate type, you never share your personal stories in companies and business and those kinds of things. One of the things I love about our company and our industry is you get to do that because people really care about other people here. And it's all about helping others and helping us win as a team. And it's just weird for me because you don't do it as a corporate guy, right? But I don't think I've ever shared this with anybody, but my grandfather, Willis, died at age 60. And he was the 13th of 13 kids. He's from Rhodesia. And so, and then my father also died at age 60 from smoking 3 packs a day, right? And then they both were drank and smoke and addictive kind of behaviors and those kinds of things. But they still died at a pretty young age. And I now am 60, right? So I have just now eclipsed my dad and my granddad. We created this company because I wanted to make a difference for the planet with healthy products. And that's why I love everything that we stand for, and people like Deanna, who are just almost as fanatical and as crazy and uncompromising as me in terms of only having the best and most efficacious and healthy products on the planet that really make a difference for people. And so that was the first reason. And I want to come back to that. And LeRoy, I want to come back to your MOA story, because people don't realize how good the magic mushrooms and that things are. Unfortunately, they're non-psychotropic, so they don't work like all magic mushrooms, but just a joke. I am in Colorado, but they're legalizing those things now. Those magic mushrooms in MOA are pretty amazing in terms of strengthening your immunity, right? So we created the company for one reason, to create healthy products. The second reason we created the company was for wealth creation. And in addition to all the unhealthy products up there and out there that I was pissed off with and wanted to make a difference against, I wanted to make a difference against financial injustice and income inequalities of demographics, or depending on where you came from, or your lack of opportunities, or in some cases, the color of your skin or your gender or whatever. And it's just bullshit. And I said, we can make a difference against this for women, for you name it, by teaching people the value of stock ownership and how different it is to be a real owner versus working for the man, or being an employee, or just getting salary, or this bonus that Rick obviously needs to get a new haircut. So that is the second reason we created this company. And when LeRoy says, look, I'm stoked because it's, this is the ground floor and I see all this stuff in front of us, dude, you have no idea how big that pie can be. And we've structured it where we all get to share in the pie. We all get to be fellow owners. And just think about the pride that we have when we go to a party, if we can ever go to a party again, and say, yeah, I don't work for NewAge ARIIX. I own the dang thing. It's mine. It's my company. I got a piece of it. It's mine. And the level of pride in that is just completely different. And the financial benefits that will accrue from the stock ownership in a tax optimized way for all of us is so significant versus all of the other money that we can get. And that's the second reason we created this company, the wealth creation. And the third reason we created it was to provide a vehicle to allow us to kick everybody's ass, to win and share in what it feels like to be part of a winning team. And let me tell you, in this entire industry, this company's got the momentum, the buzz, the catalyst. This is the winning team. We just had a team of, 4,000 or 5,000 leaders. Rick in France and Belgium just joined us this last week. And that's happening around the world, right? It's just crazy because look, we got the Bill of Rights, we got the best portfolio, we got the best compensation system, we got stock ownership, we got market opportunities around the world, and we're not assholes. We care about our reps. Right. We want to serve and build their business and put them first and do whatever we have to do to help them grow their business, right? So I love being part of that company because those original three visions of why we created the company, those things that are at our core are starting to materialize. They're starting to manifest, right? And we were able to now start hitting some of our milestones. We closed and finalized the merger between ARIIX and NewAge about 10 days ago, right? That's a big deal, right? Because now I get to give more stock to everybody. I get to integrate all the financials. I get to get everything going. And that's why this year, since March 23rd of this year, the stock is up, I don't know, hundreds of a percent, right? So this stock is this year one of the best growing stocks in the industry. So it's on the right track, and we're just getting started, right? So that's one milestone. And then last night, we just announced that, or this morning we announced that we just put in another $30 million debt facility. So this company is sitting on probably $60 million worth of cash to invest and grow the business. You know, I mean, a couple of years ago, yeah, ARIIX used to be like $60 million total in revenue. Now we got $60 million of cash to invest and grow the business and develop new products. And that's why I'm so stoked about our new lash product that really works with the science behind it. Our natural lip plumper product. I want to get CBD out for all of us throughout the US and everywhere. And I mean, the products coming in the portfolio are just, and the new stuff coming this next year, in addition to being able to sell MOA on all sides and Noni on all sides and Limu on all sides of the company. I mean, the opportunities are just abundant in the firm, right? So I'm not focused on reaching the 2.5 billion in revenue in the next couple of years, because that's just the outcome. I know it's going to happen, and I see it as clear as I've seen anything. I'm focused on the activities and the drivers that we have to do to reach that outcome. You focus on the activities, and I'm focused on, just like Tammy, you said, and LeRoy, you said, I'm focused on helping others and all of our reps to help transform as many lives as we can. Personal transformation to give people the confidence and the empowerment and the opportunity to transform their own lives. Personal transformation, financial transformation, with not just commissions and bonuses and cash, but the stock and stock ownership, real generational wealth, financial transformation. The health transformation. We will never compromise in the terms of the health products. And I bet if I asked every one of us what you should do to be increasing your baseline immunity today, 1% of the people on this call today, as smart as all of you guys, would know. I bet you don't know how MOA really works with its magic mushrooms on immunity. I bet you don't know that our cell defense product, developed by the US government, patented, with human trials that increase the lymphocytes in your body by more than 50%. That's in the human trials. This is like a phase 3 trial kind of done with our cell defense product. I bet you guys don't know about that. I bet you don't know about all of the studies and research on Noni. I bet you don't know about that more than 80% of the people that have passed away from the pandemic have had a vitamin D deficiency. And that Magna-Cal D is one of the best things that you can do to increase the levels of vitamin D in your body. So we have all of these products, and that's just the starting point. We're going to do a study with Limu, given its fucoidian rich products, with the University of Utah, because they want to study how and why and what it does from an inflammation standpoint. So look, guys, we need to be influencers. We need to be evangelists. Like LeRoy says, this is our duty. This is our passion. This is our responsibility to the planet to get the word out and first get educated ourselves of all of the great stuff we have, because it's our responsibility to our fellow mankind. The vaccines are going to be here, right, in 6 months. But guess what? Even after that, I'm not so sure our life is really going to be all of that much back to normal. So we need to increase our baseline health, our baseline immunity. And it is about sleeping, and it's about drinking water, and it's about rest and relaxation and mindfulness and focus. It's a range of things, not just what we put into our body, but it is also what we put into our body to increase our baseline immunity, right? So look, I get fired up by these things. I get fired up about what we have. I get pissed off that we don't make the difference we can today, because life is just too short. You never know what's going to happen tomorrow. And so take action on it today to go make a difference in somebody else's life. Because look at the difference it's made in Tammy's life. Look at the difference it's made in LeRoy's life. Look at the opportunity we all have to impact our fellow man and help transform their lives, which is what our company is all about. I love it, and it is an honor to be working with you and serving you, and to be part of your team. Thank you very much for the pleasure and the opportunity.
Brent, thank you. Love working with you. I love your passion, your enthusiasm. I'm a follower. You're the leader, and in most cases, I prefer to be a leader, but I am a willing follower with your vision, and look forward to, I can't say many, many, many years, because I don't know if both of us have that necessarily, but as many years as we got, I'm with you. So thank you so much. Tammy, LeRoy, man, this has been such a powerful call. As I always do on the end of these calls, I had chosen a quote ahead of time, and what an appropriate quote. It seems to work out this way every week, which I'm very grateful for. This is a Harriet Tubman quote. Every great dream begins with a dreamer. Always remember you have within you strength, the patience, and the passion to reach for the stars, to change the world. With that, stop the recording.